right, hey, come on in. Thanks for joining me today. Ah, in my tent, when you see the lyre in my hand, you know you are in my tent. We go back 3,000 years, maybe somewhere around there, 4,000 years, who knows? North Africa and the sands. That's kind of where my people came from. My family name on my mother's side is Saladin or Saladino. And maybe there's a connection with that famous general who liberated the, the Holy Lands. So today I'd like to speak about something that I think is very apropos to an inclination that maybe is of universal value. The things that we like to witness and see, the things that touch to our speak to our spirits, they touch our hearts. They incline us in a particular direction with interest, and you feel compelled, you feel a pull, you feel drawn. And I think this is something that's very universal, obviously. And it's where does it come from? What are these feelings that spark our curiosity to open up, to look in, to think about, to talk about sometimes, or maybe even not to talk about, because maybe certain things have been associated with that interest to control us in certain ways. So we're like not supposed to think about those things. So I'm going to speak about romantic films. All right. The pre-verbal power of romantic storytelling. And there's a reason why romantic films, especially those aimed at adults, have such a powerful pull on people. And it isn't simply about the attraction or the fantasy, it's about something far more ancient and universal. Human connection, see, expressed through nonverbal behavior. Yeah, long before language, human beings bonded through touch, eye contact, proximity, tone, breath, and shared emotional presence. This is the basis of our evolution. These pre-verbal cues are still the foundation of intimacy today, and they bypass the intellect and they go straight to the nervous system. Yes. And that's why people respond so strongly to scenes, whether in cinema or other forms of media, that portray genuine emotional and relational energy. And when something feels authentic, the body recognizes it instantly. It says, wow, man, this is real. I know this. I trust this. So that's why authenticity matters more than performance, huh? Yeah, well, enter method acting. We who love to watch movies, it emerged because audiences could feel the difference between a performance that was technically correct, versus a moment that was emotionally true. Right? People crave authenticity. They want to see human beings expressing real emotions, real tenderness, real longing, real vulnerability, because those expressions mirror the inner life we all carry. Yeah. Hmm. And when a scene feels genuine, it resonates with the viewer's own emotional memory. It awakens something inside. And that's why people seek out intimate media. Yeah. And so, from a psychological standpoint, many people, especially men, turn to intimate or romantic media not because of moral failure or weakness, but because they want to witness human closeness. They want to feel connected to something emotionally alive, and they want to see expressions of desire, attraction, or tenderness. Hmm. They want to experience something that feels from the soul, not staged. So, in other words, they're drawn to the emotional truth beneath the imagery. All right. This doesn't excuse harmful behavior, or unhealthy patterns. No. Yeah. But it does explain underlying human impulse, the desire to witness real human emotion expressed without pretense. So, romance is a mirror, isn't it, of our origins? You know, romantic storytelling in film, literature, art taps into something primal, huh? The longing to be seen, the longing to be chosen, the longing to be touched emotionally, physically, the longing to belong. These are not trivial desires, no. They're woven into our biology and our psychology and our history as relational beings. Yes. Romance resonates because it reflects the very conditions that brought each of us into existence: connection, intimacy, vulnerability, the merging of two lives into one moment of creation. And here we are. Isn't that cool? So, the deeper point here, and what I'm really saying, is that people seek out depictions of intimacy because they're hungry for authenticity, for something that feels alive, human, and emotionally true. And that hunger is not shameful. Oh no, 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 no. It's a sign that the inner life is still reaching out, still longing for connection, and still responding. Still responding to what feels real. Hey, thanks for joining me today. and remain in peace.